Let's have a look at yoga for the core. I decided to throw a few photos in here at the beginning to show that you can really use several angles while getting at the core and having it yoga poses rather than ab exercises like you're at a gym or something. This sequence, you start from downward facing dog, just setting up to come forward and floating through the hands, staying balanced, placing down into boat pose, Navasana, and breathing here, and chest lifting and belly scooping in, and on the exhales, I'm scooping the belly in, keeping the chest lifted, and on the inhales, I'm trying to keep the lower part of the belly pulled in as I fill the chest. And on this first exhale, rounding, bringing the knees into the chest, rounding the arms too, but not touching the legs. And on the inhale, lowering down slowly with control. And on the second exhale, lifting up, keeping the legs straight, keeping the chest lifted, and then the inhale lowering back down again. And that cycle of movement repeats back to the first exhale, rounding the arms, bringing the knees in, rounding the spine, and inhaling, lowering down slowly, and exhaling, lifting back up, legs straight, chest lifting. And that cycle just repeats. And again, the secret to this is that work with the breath. The exhale, scooping the belly in, keeping the chest lifted, except when you're rounding, you're not keeping the chest lifted. And the inhale, lowering slowly, trying to keep the belly scooped in a little as you fill the chest. Controlling the movement, initiating the movement from the breath, and this time lowering into reclining bow, legs at something like a 45-degree angle, lower back on the ground, chest lifted, hands reaching forward, and the breath again controlling that, scooping in on the exhale, keeping the chest expanded. Then rotated reclining boat, staying here, and on the exhales, twisting deeper, pulling the belly in, and on the inhale, coming back to center and holding on the second side. I like holding before moving. It gives you different work than just moving. And then inhales to center and exhaling, turning to the first side, and inhaling to center and exhaling, turning to the second side, and just repeating that cycle. And on the exhales, you scoop the belly in and use that to help you twist. And on the inhale, you come back to center. And you're moving at the pace of your breath, just like in any vinyasa sequence. The breath guides and initiates the movement. Slow, controlled movements. And then breathing and holding, and on the exhale, scooping the belly in, twisting deeper. And on an inhale, you come back to center and do the other side. The exhales, you scoop the belly in, you twist deeper. The inhale, you fill fully, and inhaling back to center, and then back to reclining boat, and breathing here. And then slowly back up to boat, lifting the chest, reaching through the arms, breathing here. And then rotated boat, balancing, scooping the belly in, lifting the chest, reaching the arms away from each other, breathing, and inhaling back to center, and exhaling in the other direction. And that right arm is reaching away, so the arms are in line with each other. Inhale back to center, crossing the shins, pushing the hands down, pulling the belly in, lifting up, and then into squatting position. And I like this, actually. It shows the professional quality of the video. The autofocus on the camera can't find what it's supposed to focus on, so it's all blurry as I'm in crow. And then floating through the vinyasa back to downward facing dog. High tech there. I like it. Breathing, and that's your core sequence.